Hi guys, welcome back to Pickle Break, where we hang out, learn fun things, and talk about life. Today we're gonna learn to make pickles. 3, 2, 1, go!
La 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 la.
Welcome back, friends. Today we're here in my kitchen, super fancy, and we're gonna learn to make pickles using the lacto-fermentation process. So naturally preserved pickles. But first, let's check on our cubes. So I've been making sure that the cubes have gotten water at least once a day. Sometimes twice a day depending on how hot and dry the weather is, but at least once. If it rains, that's beautiful. I don't have to water them myself, which is awesome. Oh hey Dexter, it's time to harvest. Harvesting proved to be pretty easy. You just snip the stem about 1/2 inch or more above the cucumber. I realized after our first harvest that those cucumbers were a tad big for our purposes of making dill pickles, so I'm just going to eat them as slicing pickles. Slicing cucumbers. I hope they're good. They look delish. They smell like cucumbers, which is good. Oh yeah, that's good. So as you guys know, I have never pickled anything or fermented anything before. So I got a 3-piece fermentation kit, which actually included some weights. So these aren't the same as the regular pickles you buy at the store. Those pickles are preserved with salt and vinegar brine, and the process is called pickling. Now the ones we're making today are still pickles, but we're going to use a process that naturally makes the acid to preserve the cucumbers in a pickled form. Fermented foods are really good for your gut health because they have good bacteria called probiotics in them. So we're going to try it, and hopefully they taste just as good as the pickles at the store. I think they will. And they'll be good for us. Kitty coo! Kitty coos! Love my digs. You're my girl. Hey? You're so beautiful. Look at you. I love you, Peanut. We're back. Okay, I think we're ready to try this. The recipe says fine sea salt. I got coarse pickling salt. I think the pickling is just fine, but the coarse I'm not sure about. I'm gonna try it though. We're gonna try it. Apparently you also have to use unchlorinated, dechlorinated? Unchlorinated water because chlorine apparently affects the ferment again. I think it's a really sensitive, fragile thing that you don't want to throw off by adding any new things, any new compounds or whatever. So I read that for full sour pickles, you need the salt to be 5% of the amount of water you have. And for half sour brine or half sour pickles, you need to have 3.5% salt to water ratio. I put just under a cup of salt, and I put 5 liters of water, which makes that about a 4.5% brine. It ended up being closer to the full sour pickles. So we have 15 cucumbers ready to be fermented. I think that's pretty good. We're gonna put 6 cloves of garlic into our ferment to make it real garlicky. And I've got some fresh dill. So we're gonna do 3 to 4 bunches. And I'm guessing this is a bunch? I don't know. We'll just put a bunch of it in. I also read that having tannin-rich leaves, like oak leaves, grape leaves, raspberry leaves, are good to put into your jar with the fermentation that you have produced so that the pickles stay crisp, because apparently if you don't have those tannin-rich leaves, they might go a little bit soft, so this keeps them crispy. So I just opted to do bay leaves because I also read that this could work just as well. I didn't realize that they were really small in flakes. They're flakes. They're not bay leaves. I hope that works. I'm gonna use it anyway. Then I put the cukes in and mixed it all up. I probably should have mixed the brine first before putting other things into it, but it is what it is. The weights hold the cucumbers and other ingredients down underneath the brine. But getting everything to stay below the weights was a tad difficult, but we got there eventually. Okay, that's it for now. There's our ferment. It'll stay there for about 4 days. So that's exciting. What a good night. Bye for now. Alright, it's almost exactly 24 hours after we prepared the cucumbers for fermentation. And we're gonna check on how they're doing. I kind of have an idea of what to expect, like the gas bubbles and cloudiness of the brine, but I really don't know what we're gonna see when we open this lid. So fingers crossed that we're doing this all right. So yeah, there aren't any signs of gas forming or the fermentation process working. I'm hoping that's just because it's day 1 and it's only been 24 hours. But yeah, I hope it's not anything I've done wrong. That's all you can hope for, I guess. We'll see you next time. Good morning. It is almost 60 hours, so 2.5 days since we prepared the fermentation of cucumbers. Yay, it's cloudy! Oh yes, it smells very dilly and delicious. What a good way to start the day. This is day 4. So I'm just going to take off this top part of slimy white stuff. I'm also going to take this piece of dill out. But it's cool. I really like this. This is awesome. It looks disgusting and it looks like we shouldn't be touching it or eating it, but it's cool that I'm making it and hopefully they turn out to be pickles. Today is the day! It's been about 6 full days since the fermentation process has been going on, and it's time to put the pickles in some jars. Oh my god! Okay, it's done. And here's what we ended up with. 2 jars of homemade dill garlic pickles. Garlic dill pickles. I'm going to refrigerate these now, and then I'm going to taste them in a couple of days after I test the pH level of the brine. If the pH level is below 4.6, it's safe to eat, because that means that it's an acidic enough environment, so the brine is acidic enough to kill off the bad bacteria that we don't want. We'll see, I guess. If I test the pH level and it is good, below 4.6, I will try them. If I test it and it is not, I will sadly not try them, but they look so cute. Apparently you don't have to test it to know that it's safe. If you're an experienced pickler or fermenter, you can tell just by the look of it and the smell of it if it's good to eat. But we're new at this and I can't tell. It looks good, it smells good, but I don't trust that. So we're gonna test it. So I'll see you back for the taste test. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please subscribe and ring the bell so that you don't miss our next hangout. It's the pickle.